Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Corps Cadets, the world-famous 12 fans, Lady Reveille, and from early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gamecocks will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Aggies offense will get the first swing of the game. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. After the misfire, it's second down. Give to the running back. Oh, what a move. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it. I'm sure that's nostalgic and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater. Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. It's caught downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. A&M comes back out with another first down. The lone back's got it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Okay, ready? Get set.
Off play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Quick pass on the fly motion. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Mayo. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going straight.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Aggie! This is why they show up for Midnight Yell, and they are playing like they practice.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gamecocks offense will go to work for the first time today. These two dudes who both come and wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting set.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Throwing right. It's complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, then.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
He'll try to do it himself. And the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Coastal Carolina.
He'll keep it himself.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll leave it with him. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They'll run it from the gun. Nice move to keep running. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to power their way ahead. Off he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Now they're going to throw it. Snags it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on second down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, the defense just too good there. They're trying to run it in on third down and be physical up front. The defense, though, having none of it, creating a negative play and now setting up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Oh,
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. The give to the tailback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
7 yards on the play. Coming up, 4th down.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Looking left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That's now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Back to the ground game on the left.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. He'll take it himself. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And you knew he was going to take a step back, because you can't throw the ball for over 80% of the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe...
Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Hard running there. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry up. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The back goes in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game. He completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that is available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. From the gun on 3rd down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And they'll get him down after after the return at the 27-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Brings up second down.
Here comes the offense on second down. Movement here from the tight end. He wants to throw here on second down. And the ball's out and they're after it. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job of his fundamentals.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Coastal Carolina.
They're going to test the right side with this one.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but...
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. On second down, looking to throw. Got it! So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safety?
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
First down here for the offense. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's his fourth interception of the night. Takes it the other way. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Floats it out in space. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. The 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Power football with the run. Smashes through. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback checking the play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete to the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, looking for a man. Caught over the middle. It's Mayo. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one. Defense finally makes the stop. Just going to keep it after the snap. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little... That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in College Station. And it's been a battle of wills between these two teams through 2 quarters. Bend but don't break. They've managed to neutralize the explosive playmakers on each side by shutting down passing windows and providing tight coverage. Forget the Jimmies and Joes. This second half could really be about the X's and O's. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Makes one man miss. Fights off a defender. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. The give. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got his man in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He caught it. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have...
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's a 2-point conversion attempt. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He wants to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Completes it in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Tosses to the quarterback. That one comes out hot down the right side. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
Now on the move. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Slings it downfield. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He was looking for running room, but they get him down at the 28, and now they are set up.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Offense facing 4th down.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Try to get it on the ground. Tackle is made after the 1st down. An easy call to go for it, and easier after you make it.
Yeah, we've seen it from this offense, too, throughout the season. In these types of situations, they just believe that they can make the play and they can get the push up front, and that's exact.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On third down, going up top. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And that is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Comes out throwing on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. On third down, going up top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback. And now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And they got him for the sack.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over him. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that one.
Trying to get to it. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back and the Gamecocks will go to work. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Right back to it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Tempo and overdrive. After run, now throw. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He's He's got his man. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. They move on top here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Mayo. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. A first down for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He's going to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And this one splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 10 over Coastal Carolina. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
The offense set for a first down play. They go to the ground. Nice move to stay on his feet. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
First down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep down the right side. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Takes a hit as he fires. Makes a connection. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
They're going to run it. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the...
Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. He picks up the first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Here comes the offense on first down. Quick handoff. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Fires to the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarter.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
4th down, gotta have it here. Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They'll go to the fullback. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective.
Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecock. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Snapped it in the shotgun. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back goes in motion. Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt. Lofts one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another